Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are having a nice Sunday. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. This is Benjamin. I welcome you here for 1 hour session, a weekly session of question and answer sessions about love, life, and well-being. This program is usually every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. East African time. In case you would like to watch the past videos, I encourage you to like and follow this page and also this YouTube channel. Subscribe to see the past Sunday question and answer session. Let me know where you're watching me from. I see tuned in on my YouTube channel, Abraj. Thank you so much for doing that. Good afternoon to you, Stevel. Hello everyone. Hello Fifi. I see you, Sweetie Jojo. Thank you for tuning in. Essie, Mubiru Mary, Sherry, Latifa. So feel free to drop in your question in the next 1 hour. As I always say in every Sunday question and answer session, the strangers may give you the best advice, opinion, or thoughts better than your friends or your family members. So as you say hello and you have a question, especially if you missed out last week, we couldn't talk about your question, feel free to ask that question today, and you can share the video as you're watching, or you can tag your friend who has a very burning question. Hello everyone. Hello Brian. Thank you for watching. Judedi, thank you. Alfio Yugi, good afternoon to you too. Happy Sunday. Diana, I see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mayaka Daniel, my Sunday is good. My Sunday is fantastic. How about yours? Happy Sunday, Kimori Dennis. Happy Sunday to you too. Purity K, thank you so much for dropping by. Buddy, yes, feel free to ask the question right now. The three areas that we are covering are about love, life, and also well-being. So I'm still waiting for your questions. As I promised you yesterday in the Meet and Mingle show, every Sunday we go live to do this session. Thank you so much, Carol. Queen Bossy, thank you for tuning in. Wango Caroline, Sunday is good. I hope yours is good too. Thank you. Shafke UG, thank you for tuning in. Olej Jael, hello there. If your question is more private, you can send it on the inbox. We will not disclose your name. And we will try to help you today. Just send it to my inbox right now. But in the meantime, if your question is open and you want more opinions from people, type it down in the comment section. Jackie Naughty, hi there. Kate, I see you. Marcy, Evelyn, Kim J, thank you so much for tuning in. First question. Good evening. I see you. Good evening there. I'm new here. Missy, welcome here. This is a weekly Sunday question and answer session with Benjamin. And thank you so much for joining today. First question here by Buddy Timeri. What does love mean? And if you fear to move on, what can you do? Thank you so much for your question there, Buddy Timari. Love, in my own opinion or in my own thoughts, love means your decision to not to hurt the other person in your life. The same way a mother tries to make her son or her daughter happy in life, to meet their dreams and goals. I equate love to the love of a parent who knows what he's doing, a parent who is sacrificing, a parent who is doing everything to make the life of his or her child to become successful. And every time I think about how a parent falls sick just by the daughter or the son becoming sick, and the same parent feels sick, that's the extreme meaning of love. And if a man and a woman can experience and do the same, that's the true meaning of love. You do your best not to hurt the other person and make the other person as happy as you can. But hopefully they do the same to you. If you fear to move on, what can you do? Address your fear, address them, write them down, and ask yourself, what are you scared of? Are you scared of being heartbroken? Are you scared of trying again? Are you scared of moving on from the past relationship? You need to address your fears, face them one by one, and until you reach a stage where you want to love again, you are willing to be hurt again, then you're finally moved on. But if you're scared, then address those fears. And some of the way to address the fears is going through therapy, counseling sessions, and reading a lot. And of course, listening to people's stories who have gone through what you went through, and finally, they are back to date again. So, Buddy Timeri, thank you for your question. All the best. Judy Sakala, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning to you. Also new here, thank you. Letsike, welcome here for the next 1 hour. If you're first time watching this, I welcome you here for this question and answer session. Olej, this is the second question here by Olej Jael. What can I do to someone I don't really love and you seem to be having real love for? And what can I do to the one I love most to understand my feelings? Thank you so much, Jael, for your question. If somebody doesn't really love you, it's somebody who if you don't love somebody, just be honest. I think the first part of your question, be honest, tell the person that I appreciate you love me, but I don't feel we have any connection, genuine connection, and release them, let them go. Don't drag them into your life for a long time, and the truth is you do not really love them or you have no feelings for them. So be honest. It hurts, but honesty, I think, is the best thing. You're saving this person's dilemma, and you too. Instead of feeling guilty that you're not loving the person who loves you, you're releasing yourself to meet somebody that you can love and can love you back. The second part of the question, what can you do to the one that I love most to understand my feelings? This one, you have to say it. You have to keep on saying. You can use words, you can use actions. There is something about the five languages of love. I don't know if you guys have ever read that book before. The 5 languages of love. So you as Olej, go find out the 5 languages of love online. Find out what is your love language and find out your partner's love language is, and then maximize on that. Once you understand how you know how to express your love and how your partner or this other guy you're talking about enjoys or wants to be treated, then you maximize on that. And at the end of the day, that person will finally know that you really love him. All the best, Olej Jael, and thank you for your question. Next question here by Brian Matonda. What are you supposed to do if you're loving someone but he or she is not even minding about it? Thank you, Brian, for your question. Well, sometimes you might love people and they don't mind or they don't know. So my response would be, try to show them. Try to tell them that you really love them and prove with your actions and your words. But if you keep on doing it and they don't mind, they don't do anything back, then probably you are dealing with the wrong match for yourself. Walk slowly and let them go. Find another person who will appreciate your love and love you back. Thank you for your question there. Olej, you said you told him over and over, but he doesn't give up, but I don't really like it. Yeah, so as I said, be honest. If you tell him over and over, that means you have not cut communication. I suspect you're still responding to messages. You are picking up the call when this person calls you. In short, you are dragging this person into mixed feelings. If you tell a man you're not interested in him, or you don't plan to have anything with him, the best thing you can do is to avoid communicating. Some men finally give up. if you give him the blue ticks for 1 year, unless he's just crazy, some men will never give up. But if you totally ignore everything and you don't respond back, then I don't see why you are entertaining this person by communicating with him. But all the best. Okay, I'm waiting for the next question here. All of you are just tuning in. Welcome here at the Sunday weekly question and answer sessions about love, life, and well-being. I see you, Adam. Thank you so much. Damaris, hello there. Rose Kamau, hello. Esther Nyairo, Unique Guma, thank you so much. Joy, thank you for tuning in. Amina Nabukenya, I see you. Ngazi Katoto Hodari, thank you so much. Okay. The next question here by Margaret Gitonga. What do you do with a partner who has no dreams, only fan, no investment? Okay, Margaret, thank you for your question. I think that's not a partner. A partner, if you check the meaning, a partner is somebody that you can do things together. So that is a user. In fact, your question should be, what do you do with a user who has no dreams, only fan, and no investment? Somebody who is your partner understands that you are trying to make ends meet. You want to build an empire. You want to start a business. You want to invest. And they give you ideas. They support you. They inspire you. They motivate you to keep doing what you're doing. But if you're dealing with such a person who is always having fun, that is a user. And be careful. Your money may be recovered, but it's a very painful process. The best thing you can do, allow them to continue having fun as you invest until you meet a fellow investor in your life. Release the person. Kate here. Kate Joseph, thank you so much for your question. What to do with the ex who refused to move on? Yet I moved after a decade. Despite having children and the obvious, he threatened me with children and never chipped in to help raise them. Thank you, Kate Joseph. We had a live session of this topic last week on Wednesday. It's there on my YouTube channel. What to do with such a person. To make it simpler for you, is, as I said in that discussion, and even the people who join, they said you need to protect yourself and your children. Find out your legal rights. You can go as much as you can to report the person to the police. If the person is threatening you, record all the evidence, keep them, and go and report them to the police and tell that person, I have reported you with your threats and whatever you're planning to do to me and to our children or to our child. And cut off communication. That's the best thing that you can. Whether they call, whether they cry, whether they say they are committing suicide, whether they say they are dying in the hospital, if you know very well that the person was very cruel, is a danger to your life and to your children, the best thing you can, you're not ignoring him as a human being. You're protecting yourself and your children. But I don't know what this person is doing to you or threatening you. In the other side of where he's not chipping to help raise the children, that is beyond me. He knows better. You guys know each other very well. I can only wish you the best as you're trying to do this by yourself. I wish you all the best. But remember to protect your children and your life by reporting the person to the specific authorities. All the best, Kate. Okay. Okay, let me see the next question here. Unique Guma. Benjamin, men nowadays can't understand one's wish and have more respect and care to their loves. I don't know why. Maybe because you accept them to do it. If they don't care, don't talk with them, don't have a relationship with them. Moganda, ladies, if you have nothing and substantial, stop coming to my inbox. Okay. I have a question here by Amina. Keep on sharing the video. And if you're watching for the first time, this is a weekly Sunday question and answer session every Sunday at this time. Amina, I'm in Turkey. What do you do with the lover who keeps on making empty promises? Thank you for your question. It's very painful, first of all, for people who give you empty promises. And secondly, as Amina, the only thing you can do is people who give you empty promises, you first of all tell them. You tell them you promised me this one and you didn't fulfill. I've recorded it down. Then you give the second chance. And then finally, the third promise, if they don't fulfill it, the best thing you can do is let them go. That is one clear sign you're wasting your time. You are trying to build a relationship with somebody who is not interested. And maybe it's a long distance, I don't know. People who are in long distance relationships have very many empty promises, especially if you're not married. As I always say, with long distance, don't expect too much unless you're a husband and a wife. If you have not reached that stage of a husband and a wife, and you're just dating and the person is far away, expect so many empty promises. You have the power as Amina to end the affair if the person is not fulfilling the promises. So it's you to let go and end that affair. All the best. Missy G, who is supposed to say good morning? I don't know. The one was just walking up, or depending on your location. Okay, Rose Kamau, what do you do with a partner who doesn't want you to move on, though he has every woman he wants? Yeah, Rose Kamau, I've already addressed that one. People who don't want you to move on, you cut off communication and do you. Yeah, don't allow them to control your life and your future and the person that you're dating. You have to speak. In short, you have to speak and tell the person, hey, I'm Rose Kamau. I am of this age. I am sober. I am intelligent. I am a human being. I need my life and I want to move on. Don't entertain any communication, any phone calls, any kind of talking with this person. The people who don't want you to move on, they will keep communicating with you. But the problem is you are communicating back. If you communicate back, they know they still have you, they can access you, they can control your movements. So hey, Rose, you have the power to stop this guy permanently. Think about it, and all the best. Fifi's next question is here. How do you know that a man really loves you, Mr. Hanson? Thank you for the compliment, first of all. This question every time. First of all, I always say, you will never ask that question. If somebody loves you, you have no time to ask that question. But when you have doubts, then you will ask the question. People who love you, they say A and they act A. That's what I always say. They will tell you, I will do this at this time, and they do it. If they say and they don't do it, empty promises that I've been talking about, somebody's wasting your time. Somebody's just playing with you, getting some free money or some sex if you're giving him, or if money. Then if you continue doing that, remember that this person doesn't really love you, because he's saying A and acting the opposite. Actions are very important. Kevin Luangu, does age really matter? I have a lover who is 10 years older than me, but my family are against it. Kindly advise. Kevin Luangu, wow. It's a very interesting question. These days, the age gap is becoming very popular. A little bit older women dating younger men. I don't know what exactly is happening these days. But Kevin Luangu, in my own opinion, I would say It depends with how much you know this lady. At the end of the day, you have been together with her. You know her personality. So I'm focusing on the lady. I'm not even focusing on what your family is saying. Matters to do with the partner you're choosing. It's you who understand. It's like when a man says, you people want me to leave her, but you don't know what she does to me. You don't know why I like him or I like her. Even the family members will always say, we don't know what Kevin saw in this woman. You're the one who knows very well. But with the age gap, there are challenges. Obviously, expect challenges as you're both growing. If you have reached a stage that both of you have found your purposes, this woman has found out that this is what she was born to do. You as Kevin, you have found out that God created you to do this and this. If you don't know your purpose, it will be very difficult for you guys to have a unity together and agree on so many things. So I want to challenge you as Kevin and any other person in the same age gap dilemma. If you're still pursuing your career, if you still want to enjoy life, if you are still fighting the pressure of the society and the family, trying to please them and people's opinions, it will be very hard. The ones who have gone past all those things, they are happily together, having fun, enjoying a Sunday like this together. But at the end of the day, as Kevin, as I began by saying, you know this lady so much, better than all of us. If your heart tells you that she's the one, why not? Give it a try. Never regret that you left her because of your family members. But expect the challenges that come with age differences as you grow older. Okay, let me see the next question. If you're enjoying this session, let me know in the comments and keep on sharing the video. This is a weekly Sunday session of questions and answers with Benjamin Junior Bogonko. Feel free to ask your question there on the comments. It's a 1-hour program every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. East African time. Let's see. And if you are okay, you can reply to someone's question on the comments. Keep on giving them your advice or your thoughts basing on your own experience. The next question that we have here, let's see. Kevin Otochi Kerry. Is it okay to start dating if you aren't officially divorced? Thank you so much, Kerry, for your question. Is it okay to to start dating if you aren't officially divorced? If you no longer stay with your partner? Well, there are people who separate as the divorce process is taking place. Divorce, if you have ever experienced it, it can take quite some time. For people who are very lucky, it can take 6 months, but expect it to last longer if the relationship was complicated. Is it okay? Technically speaking, it's not okay. But I would really insist on the person who is not yet officially divorced to be very open and honest. And say, this is the stage where I am with the process, and try to tell you, Kerry, this is where my case is at the moment. You should be aware. If you're dating a man or you want to get into a relationship with somebody who is telling you that I am going through a divorce, you have a right to know where they have reached. The reason why I'm saying that is there are people who will be fooling you. These are people who want to be polygamous indirectly. So this man could be telling you, Kerry, my divorce process is going on. I know those kind of men. They are there. There are so many. Some of them are watching this broadcast right now, telling you that my wife or me and my wife, we do not even sleep together. You know these stories. And the person is going through marriage problems, but he needs somebody to be there to release his stress and have a good time together with. And that person could be you, Kerry. So in short, that's why I say it's technically not okay. Somebody has to fulfill the promise that he is officially divorced and has no communication with his ex-wife, just the children, no meeting, no sex, and nothing is going on between them. And if he's willing to tell you all that, and you are aware and you can prove that actually this man has nothing to do with the ex, then it's okay. It's perfectly okay. But as I always say, if you're a lady, you meet such a man or such kind of men, be very careful. Somebody wants you as a second or third wife, make you pregnant and leave you alone simply because his marriage is failing. Don't become a mother, and don't think that the person has left his wife. Don't think. You have to have a proof. Don't just imagine. All the best, Katie. Okay. Buddy Timeri, which is the best age gap? According to many psychologists who say which is the best age gap to settle down is because of the differences and dynamics of life, and how a man reasons and how a lady reasons. On average, 5 to 7 gap is you will avoid many conflicts. You will avoid many conflicts because with the age gap, the bigger it is, the more conflicts will be there. All marriages, all relationships, people will always have arguments and conflicts, small conflicts and very big conflicts. The wider the age, the wider the conflicts. And if you have very many conflicts, you will not enjoy the relationship. You will just try to pretend that you're together. But when the gap is not too big, you might be reasoning at the same level. You might have the same energy. You might be having the same fears, the same goals, the same dreams, the same purposes in life, and you might maximize enjoying everything. But at the end of the day, age, people say age is just a number, but age has the challenges. If the woman is older or the man is too old, both of them have to realize why they are together. Both of them, not just one of them who wants to fulfill his or her life purpose of being together with someone. Both of them should understand why they are together and why they love each other. At the end of the day, the two people understand why they are together. Okay, Buddy Timeri, thank you for your question. Lynn, I see you. What do you do if you find yourself footing most bills when you are earning more than your partner? Thank you, Mean. What do you do? Thank you for your question. If you're footing all the bills, most of the bills, first of all, I don't know how much your partner is earning. It's a good idea to talk about how much he's earning, find out exactly how much he's earning, and the expenses that he has, and other things that he has to fulfill in his life. Some of the partners that some people are dating are actually breadwinners. The little money that they are making, the demands are too high than what they are making. So first, find out how much he's making and do your math and try to imagine if this person really needs help. If you're earning more than him and you love him, I have no problem with you supporting him. I don't really encourage it because if the man is not showing any sign of getting better, earning more money, he's not pushing himself to be there or to almost reach at your level, he's just enjoying the ride, and then you have to be careful. As I said in my past sessions before, if you're spending your money, especially if you're a lady, don't do too much that it might be hard for you to recover. But I know ladies go an extra mile with a golden heart and willingness to support somebody financially. It's risky. The bills might turn out to a business idea, which this man might introduce to you, and you might want to invest in the business and you end up losing a lot. So see the passion in this guy and his future dreams. Is this person willing to step up? The bills that you're supporting him can be turned into going to school, adding more education, adding more skills to make him also to begin earning more money. But all the best. Don't overspend and find out why you are the only person footing all the bills. Thank you for your question. If you're watching for the first time, thank you so much. Welcome here. We have 30 minutes to go. I hope I will be able to cover all the questions. Let's see the next question here by Ayada Daf. I got tired with long distance relationship. Let me stay. Okay, Ayada is just saying there that she got tired with long distance relationship and now she no longer does it. Good. Long distance is not a joke. If you're tired, begin looking for somebody in your town or in your city. And all the best, Ayada. Kamuli Rosie, how can I make my crush to fall in love with me? I'm a woman. Kamuli Rosika Flower. Your question is very interesting. All I can say, it's nothing. There's nothing you can do. The post which I posted 2 days ago on my Facebook page, Benjamin Junior Bogonko Lives, what men find attractive in women. I said something that I'm putting in my book. A woman can't do, there's nothing you can do much on your crush, especially for a woman going to a man. You can show all the interest that you have in him. You can tease him, you can inbox him, you can meet him face to face, you can confess your feelings. You can do all those things, but the word nothing that I'm using in this answer is there's nothing that you are going to do for him to fall in love with you. In short, he is the one who is going to decide to fall in love with you. And in my post, as I said, men, the same way they look for a woman is the same way a woman looks for clothes. A woman would walk around in a shopping mall for more than 5 hours and end up picking one dress. But a man, when he is looking for a woman, he will sleep around with so many women, flirt around with so many women, but finally when he'll find one, he will say this is the one. And could be you, after he has moved around and played around, and nothing will stop him. Nothing will stop him from making you his wife. The same way with a lady, once he has found a dress, I've had girlfriends, and when we are walking around together with them, shopping, very tiring, for more than 5 hours, once she gets that dress, there is nothing you're going to tell her not to buy it. I can tell her not to buy it, but once she has decided, you ladies know it, once you have decided these shoes, you're going to take them, a lady will take them because that's what she wants. But it takes a long process for her to decide what kind of shoes she's going to buy. That is the same challenge that men have. But if you have a crush, do everything. Tease, communicate briefly, appear, introduce yourself, disappear, technically appearing, checking up on him, not every day, of course. Don't begin calling your crush Monday to Monday, texting him all the time. That's a very clear sign that you're desperate or you are trying to get the man by force, and most men don't appreciate that. Just appear and disappear and see if the man will begin pursuing you. If within 3 months the man is not checking up on you or pursuing you, then he has no interest in you and there's nothing you can do about it. At least you confessed your feelings and keep it moving. All the best, and all the ladies in this situation, it's very complicated. Watch my YouTube video, should a lady approach a man? That's the question. Okay. Salome, thank you so much for your question. I'm scared to love again. Each time I try to give someone a chance in my life, my past torments me a lot. I don't know what to do. Thank you for your question. Salome, I don't know what your past you went through, what things you faced. probably you need to deal with them fully. You need counseling, you need some therapy to address the past. Until you address them, the pain you have gone through, the therapy sessions. I don't know, I'm not yet a therapist at the moment. I'm just doing this session every Sunday. It's a public therapy session where you express your question and people will respond. But if your past is still a painful one, then you need professional help. Have you thought about it? Once you address the past, then you will begin the journey to love again. But if your past is still tormenting you, then you haven't moved on and you have always been ignoring to address the past. But I wish you all the best, Salome. Okay. I had a Dhaf, but Benjamin with me, I have a Mzungu boy, and I'm 2 years older than him. Two years is, as I said, is not really big. It will be okay. All the best. All the best. Peace and mercy. Benjamin, why is it that in the beginning everything be okay for man? Like you tell him, I have kids, he says I'm okay with it, yet sometimes not really okay. Peace and mercy. Most ladies are in this dilemma. Any lady who is watching here and has a child or children will tell you that dating is challenging. The truth is, it's extremely challenging for any lady who has a child and wants to date again. It is extremely challenging. Sometimes some ladies say it's almost impossible. I have cousins and other family members who are in the same dilemma as your piece. And we talk and laugh about it. And most of them, if not all of them, say it's extremely difficult. It's very challenging. Most men will say children are blessings. Children are a gift from God. As I said again in my past session, most men just say to get you. Most of them, not all of them, but most of the men will tell you, I will take you with your children. And the danger is the same man who says he will take you with the children will make you pregnant. And honestly speaking, in his heart, he was not ready for your child and children, honestly speaking. So at the beginning, they are okay because they still want to get something from you. And one of the things is sex. Man just wants to, he knows that you cannot get a serious man, but you have stayed long without having sex. So I'm available to make you have some sex as you are looking for a serious man. And the truth is, if I was a lady in such a situation, I don't think I would be very interested in having a child as soon as possible, until you prove beyond doubts that this man respects you and your child and children. If you risk, ask any ladies who had one child, tried with another man, got another child, the man left her, tried with the third man, left her, tried with the fourth one, the last one now, and also he left her. So you can imagine the cycle. So my advice, like I even tell my cousins and other family members, you have to think deeply the next man that you're sleeping with, having unprotected sex and producing or making another child. You have to really think about it so much. Having another child with another man is not a guarantee that finally you're going to settle down. Children come with responsibilities, as you know, as peace. Peace, Mwesigwa. Children come with extreme responsibilities. And this is a human being. A child is not a doll. A child needs support. A child needs to grow. A child needs attention. A child needs financial support. And very few can step up to fulfill that, especially if the child is not their own child. So my advice, like I would tell my younger sister, don't become a mother yet. After all, you're already a mother. You have already passed that test. Do not become a mother yet. Take your time as you learn the characters and the personality of this man who wants you. But all the best. I didn't say all men are like that. I said most of them, and I'm speaking as a man. And if you're a man and you meet such a lady as Peace, if you know from your heart you cannot be able to be together with her and the children, don't add another child to this lady. At least respect her and see how she's struggling by herself in her life. Think before you make her pregnant. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Judith Sakala. Thank you. Another question here by Fifi. Mr. Benjamin, is it matters a man to be fast to introduce a lady before building? What's the question there? I don't understand that English. English is a problem there. Fifi, I am so sorry I couldn't understand what you're saying. Amina, can parents stop someone to go ahead with their love because of religion? This is a question that we are going to address this coming Wednesday, hopefully, a debate at 8 p.m. East African time with this channel. We will be having different opinions from people if religion really matters. Christianity and Islam, they are very extreme religions. Muslims love their religion with their hearts. I have never met people who love their religion so deeply like Muslims. They love their religion with their hearts. They can do anything for the sake of religion. Then there are other Christians. Some Christians also love their religion so hard, so deeply, and they can do anything to protect and prevent their religion. My answer to you, as Amina, if you're going to get married or if you're dating a Christian man, you will fight. Expect a lot of fight. If you are strong into your religion, normally in African setting, the man who is a Muslim is easier to date a Christian because the woman will finally submit, try even to change her name. I know some of my family members have done that. They dated Muslim boyfriends and they are married and they have children. But when it's in the other way around, expect so many challenges. But if your parents are against this, that's why I say that religion, people will protect their religion. Amina, you know this man. If the man is the man of your dreams, if the man is making you happy, if the man respects you, if the man loves you, and you're sure of your future together with him, I think sometimes you can date him. Your parents are getting old. They have very little time left in this world. Your partner is the one who's going to take care of you when you're old, when your parents are gone. If love is serious between the two of you, go ahead and do it. But if the parents are not just using religion for you to break up with the man, they have seen other weird characters and habits from that man, sometimes it's important to listen to them. They can see what you don't see. Find out if it's really about religion or it's something else about this man and his family. And listen to them. Don't rush. All the best. Unique Guma. Benjamin, me, I'm tired of falling in love nowadays. Though, guys, come to my inbox because I'm still continuing with my business. And whenever I see this relationship and married partners, it's not easy. Gunma, I understand. Don't compare your life with other people's marriages. You are unique, Gudma. As the name says, you're unique. Everyone is unique. You can have a unique marriage. The secret of a happy marriage remains a secret between the two people. Don't follow what you see on social media. Social media is about positive lies. Positive lies. Find out from your family members who is happily married. the ones you can meet, the ones you can go to their homes, have lunch, have dinner, and see how they treat each other. That is the real meaning of beginning to understand that there are people who are happily married. You can see it, you can prove it, but unless all your family members are going through dilemmas and challenges and entanglements, but find couples that you can visit, you can see, you can talk with to see that they are happily together. This will inspire you to know that it's not difficult. It's just two people who are trying to make life difficult for each other. There are people who are enjoying life. Find them and be their friends. Peace, Moesigwam. Benja, it depends. Was in a relationship of 6 gap, but he was taking me like his little sis. Yeah, it depends. I didn't say it's automatic. The age is not so, it's important. Some people will say, because I'm 6 years and you are 6 years older, and maybe, just maybe, this is the other thing that I've come to realize. If somebody is older than you, there is something about education levels. Sometimes it's better to date somebody of your education level. Then you can reason on the same level. You can imagine a professor dating somebody who just graduated from high school. The professor will give this high school student hell, and the same high school graduate will give hell to the professor. It's wiser, it's much better to have somebody you're almost on the same level. Your reasoning, the way you look at issues, the way you fight, the way you try to solve problems between the two of you, you're almost on the same level, thinking in the same level. But if somebody is older than you, more educated than you, has more money than you, comes from a richer family than you, he will try to treat you as a nobody in a relationship. So peace, if that happens, then you walk away. You just say, hey, I loved the guy, but I think we have so many differences, and he deserves somebody else on his class or his level, and then find another person. That's all I can say. But yes, somebody even 1 year may mistreat you because they think they're older than you, which is not so good. It's not so cool. It's not okay. You don't use age to solve a problem. You use reasoning and facts and evidence that is already there. Both of you can see. You as a lady who is older than a man, you don't tell the man you're a boy, you're young. That's why you're behaving like this. Focus on the issue. This is the problem we are having. Let us sit down and talk about it. It's not about the age all the time. Yes, I'm younger than you or I'm older than you, but let's deal with this issue first of all, and then we will talk about the age later on. And that's why people say age doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when two people put the age differences aside and deal with the issue. But it matters when somebody is using age to mistreat you and treat you as a little girl or as a little sister, the way peace you're saying there. That's when it matters. Okay, let me see here another question. Another question here. Are you enjoying the session? Make sure you tune in next Sunday again with me, Benjamin. Did I skip a question? Let me scroll up. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see here. After peace question, Kisembo. Okay, is it okay to fall in love with your ex again? And will that love go back to where it was, or both of them will just be pretending to each other? Kisembo Jenen, thank you for your question. It is okay, and it's also not okay to fall in love. It is okay to fall in love with your ex because you already know a lot about him or her, and probably you made mistakes, but now you have changed, you have reformed. In short, it is okay if People have learned their mistakes and they have become mature, they have become responsible, and they know what they want. So you as a Kisembo, if you're going back to your ex, remember what made you to break up. There are reasons why people break up. If those reasons are not solved, don't go back. Exes want to use you. Exes want to have sex. It's a rematch sex. That's basically what they want. And exes will obviously hurt you again. And this time, it will be more painful. Very few can go back and it works. A majority of the people who go back, especially as a lady, if you're not going for sex, then don't go back. That's all I can say. If you're missing the sex and you want to go back to this gentleman and have some good time with him, then you can go. But the truth is, if you're just going for sex, it will hurt you. You will feel more used again. And after all, you will regret why you went there. That's why before you even pick a phone call from an ex, before you respond, I miss you text, before you respond that I wish I was together with you text from an ex, think twice. Don't talk with an ex when you're drunk, when you're having alcohol, and don't entertain physical contact, meeting with an ex physically. Do not entertain that. But it's okay. I believe in people who have reformed and they have changed and they want to be together. They want to make a living together. Somebody has grown up now. Why not? Who are we to tell them that don't go back? Eh? Who are we? Who are we to stop them? All the best there, Kisembo. Okay. Let me see another question here. Trust Mirembe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Lean Min G, thanks sir, we are married and for the longest time, and it's true, I have been generous, but I'm clever one, I invest too. We are different in all aspects, and I think looking back will be disastrous. I will continue being strong for the family. Lean, as you said, you have been supporting this man. Yeah, looking back it will be disastrous, but try to talk about him, how you feel. I forgot to mention that. I didn't know that you're married. Yeah, but tell the man how you feel, especially if you're working hard, you're tired. There's no job that gives you a lot of money without working hard. Whether you're a CEO, a president, a company owner, a professor, a doctor, a nurse, a politician, there is no job that gets you easy, free money without working so hard. So talk, continuously talk and tell the man how you feel. You're tired, you're exhausted mentally, you need a vacation, you need a break. The man might take you for a ride because you're doing everything. You're working hard, you're raising the money, you're supporting him, maybe supporting his family. Sometimes it's good to say how you're tired. Can you imagine if you have a disability to continue working? If you can no longer go to work, what happens? What next? You should ask this man such questions. If you cannot be able to go back to work again, now, what will be the next move? And then bring those investment ideas with him. You can take him to courses of how to run and manage a business. People start businesses without going through any courses and invest a lot and think that they are going to make some profit. So if he's very poor in investing, think about taking investing courses and advice from professional financial advisors so that your money can be managed very well professionally as you're helping this husband for you to begin resting. You don't want to be tired by the age of 50. You should have some energy left to keep you going as you retire. Batega, I'm working abroad. How can I convince my husband not to get another woman till I finish up my contract? Batega Hamedi, thank you for your question. I don't think you can convince him. You can only show him some love. With long distance, there's no technique of convincing a man not to get another woman. But if your contract is taking too long, that is a risk. You are risking a lot. I normally say, if chances of you meeting are very small, it's going to take long. Some of you are watching this broadcast and you are in long distance and you will see each other after 2 years. My friend, that's a very long time. 2 years, so many things can happen. 2 years, a child can be comfortably be born while you are away and you will not be aware. 2 years, somebody can be very comfortably married, staying with another woman in a house, and you're supporting the man, sending money to him, and he has his wife. And so you have to be careful. Any lady, if you're over 28 years, as I always say, with long distance, over 28 years, you have to be very careful. How long is this thing going to last? If it goes more than 2 years and there are no chances of you meeting and seeing each other and having a family together, you are absolutely wasting your time. Most cases, if not all ladies, they are normally wasting time. So the 2 years is a gap for you to see if this thing will work. The 2 years is for you to learn the man and the man to learn to you. That's why people say communicate. You can communicate every day. That's one way of convincing him not to sleep around or to get another woman. But if the man wants another woman, no matter what you do, he will get another woman. But the longer you are away, the more dangerous it is. The longer you are away, the more dangerous it is. Kate, my dear, if a man doesn't love you, you can do nothing. They are our heads. They decide what they want, so don't get stressed, Kate. Thank you for your opinion there. Mai, thank you. Joyce says she can make a man fall in love with me. Fall in love or have sex with you. Huh? You can easily make a man to fall in love with you. You are so special. If you can do that, then you should say, I had a crush, I met her, I met him, I made him to fall in love with me, and we are together. But if you're not together with them, then you are going for a crush. And a crush was so happy you made the work easier for him. No hustle, no dates, no seducing you, no struggling to get to you, and happily have sex with you and walk away. Anyway, I don't know what you do to those men you're saying that you make them to fall in love with you easily. Chanel, how can I forget my past relationship and move on? It's been a bit hard to move on. While I try, just surrender on the way. Chanel Joseph, thank you for your question. One way to move on is by cutting off communication. This one, I will make a song about it. Moving on needs cut off communication completely. You don't see, you don't hear, you assume the person died, and you don't tolerate anything from any person telling you about your ex. It takes 6 good months. If you have 0 contact, you can disappear from Facebook, social media completely for 6 good months. I can guarantee you will forget. There are many exes who have left me in the past and they cut off communication with me completely. And even though I was struggling to move on, after 6 months, you realize, I don't even know where the person is. So if you entertain communication and you follow the person, you will never move on. But there are other things that you can do, like even changing the location. If you are still in the same city, same town with your ex, think about the ways of moving away from this city. And that means you're running away from this person. You don't want to meet them. You don't want to see them. You don't want to meet their family members. Cutting off communication, even his family members, you cut off with them. You don't talk with the mother. You don't talk with a younger brother or younger sister or cousins. Cutting communication means you assume the person, his family, and his generation does not exist anymore. And that way you will move on. But if you still entertain to find out what he's doing and who he's dating, my friend, you have a long way to go. You have a very long way to go. Monique, Mr. Benjamin, I have 3 children and I can get a man who loves me with my children. I'm tired to stay alone but now I'm in abroad, but I'm finishing my contract. Monique Mutesi. This one is very difficult. It's challenging. I don't know if you can find him. Join my Meet and Mingle show every Saturday and Sunday from 10 p.m. East African time. You never know, you might be lucky. As I say it again, somebody asked similar question. It's extremely difficult when you have children and you want a serious gentleman who will take you and respect the children. It's not impossible, but it's very difficult. And that's why you're saying you're tired to be alone. And most people are in the same situation. But I wish you all the best. Don't give up. You never know. The God that you pray to and serve, he might do something to you very soon. Don't give up, but all the best. Let me see the final questions here before I check my inbox. Okay, Josephat. Thank you, Benjamin. Now, I am what a person is supposed to be to do if, while in love with someone, you quit with any conflicts, feeling anger out of nothing from being silent and arrogant. Who could be the genuine and problem? Oh my goodness. Some of you are typing, Kate, Josephat. You're typing so fast, the question is not so clear. Yeah, maybe it's about anger issues. I did a video about anger issues. People who have anger, you need to watch that video again. Scroll on my timeline on how to deal with a man who has anger issues. That one, it's very complicated. Somebody with anger issues, you could be having the problem, you could also be having anger. How do you deal with anger? You need to read about it. A lot of information online. Watch a YouTube video, how to manage anger, how to deal with somebody who has anger issues. All this information is online. I wish I could be able to explain, but I've done this video before. What I can say is somebody who has anger issues, they need help. They need help, and that help you might not provide it because you're not a professional person. To do it, such a person might need professional help. You might try to make somebody who has anger issues to stop the way they are acting and behaving, but you too, you don't know how to do it. So you need the knowledge on what to do, how to talk with them, addressing issues without violence. Your words might be provoking them, finding out the triggers. What do you do to make him so angry? By asking him, and then he will tell you, and then you can stop doing those things. If you think you also make him angry, so that you learn that if I do this, he will be very annoyed. If I don't do this, he will be very happy. Then you begin adjusting. But if you have adjusted everything and the person has anger issues, then this needs attention and you cannot help such a person. The best thing you can do, if anger is always leading to violence, breaking things in the house, and even beating you up, you are risking your life. Anger kills. If he doesn't kill the person, he will kill you. And when he kills you, he will kill himself, because he will realize that anger has caused a lot of damage. That's why they need help. Clara, thank you so much. Thank you for your comment there. Let me say this. No one will take care about your babies. The real thing you should do is you work hard as you save, then build your own home, and you will see what next. Clara, yes, that's the challenging part. If you're a mother and you're watching this video, you want to date again, don't expect a man to be there for your children. The ladies who join my shows and say, I need a man who will take care of me and the child. As I said, children are a responsibility. They come with a responsibility. The moment you say a statement, I need a man who can take care of me and my children, or with my child, almost all men will run away. No man wants. Even the richest men you see walking around having lots of money, some of them who have abandoned their children, they will still confidently not be interested in that. So as that person has commented there, Clara, it's wiser and important to invest more on your child or your children, as a serious man that God is keeping for you will join you along the way. Okay, Monique, just join the show. Join the show. Join the show. Join the show. Join the show until you get that person. Let me see the final questions in my inbox as we wind up. If I've skipped your question, please feel free to copy and paste it again. I don't want to finish without reading your question. In my inbox here, let me see the first question. Okay. Let me see. There's a question here, ladies and gentlemen. Benjamin, help me here. I left my kid to my mother-in-law. So this lady left a kid to her mother-in-law, and I've been sending money through my husband. So she has been sending money to the husband because the husband has to give mom every month 5,000. Mom, she say that is not enough. I must send money through her. Is it good where my husband is there? So this lady has a challenge of sending money to back home, sends the money to the husband, and then the husband gives the money to the mother-in-law. So she didn't ask the question. I have been sending money through my husband. They don't want that. What do I do? I'm confused. Thank you so much for that person who asked this question. If you're abroad and you're sending money to your family members and it's bringing confusion, I've been there, I've been a victim. You have to find out a way of sending the money separately. It's more expensive, but at the end of the day, you are making it easier for you and for the family members. I reached a stage that I had to tell my father, my mother, and my brothers and sisters, I have sent money to each of you. This is the amount I've sent to you. Sometimes people think abroad when you're sending money to so-and-so at home, they think that you have sent them a lot of money. That's what they think because they know when you're abroad you have a lot of money. The best thing that you can do is tell them the truth. I have sent this amount of money. I have the evidence. Take a screenshot of a receipt and send it to all of them and tell them, hey, because we grow up in families full of secrets. When it's about money, father, mother, hiding how much money they are making from each other, and they stay in the same roof. So we grow up never trusting how much money the other person has. So the best way you can do, like in my own experience, is tell the person, tell the people back home, I just sent 10,000 to so-and-so. Whatever he is doing, that is my money. I worked day and night to send the money. Whatever the person is doing, that's his or her business. And then also, if they will still have a conflict, find one neutral person. It could be another family member or somebody who works. There's a time I used somebody who works at the bank because I trusted her as somebody who works in a bank. Even if I send a lot of money, that this person would be able to follow my instructions. And I told my family this person is going to distribute the money to all of you because she works at the bank. They didn't like the idea, but at the end of the day, as this person who has asked this question, tell your family members, that is my money. People at home think that is our money. No, it is my money. If you pass away right now, God forbid, they will never have or see this money. If you're living abroad and you're listening to me and you're struggling with this same situation, tell them how much you have sent. Honesty will help you a lot so that they deal with him. If you send to your husband 5,000 and the mother-in-law is complaining, the mother-in-law should deal with the husband and tell the husband, you got 5,000 to support the children. What did you do with it? Not me. I sent 5,000 to my brother to do ABCD. If he has not done it, talk to him. Ask him where is the 5,000 and he too must prove that I used this 5,000 to do A, B, C, D. That's the transparency we have and we need. And even the people who are dating other people from other races, especially like you're in Europe and you get married to a white man, the way some ladies struggle to look for a white man in my shows, they love transparency. They love it. It's a must. You cannot hide. You cannot say that, hey, I need 5,000 to help my mother. He will ask you for what? And he will need the proof. But for you as the sender, please show them and tell them how much you have sent. The more you are hiding, the more they are suspecting that you are sending millions to your husband and you are actually sending nothing. All the best. There's a question here. All the time you skip my question. Sorry about that. What do you think if a man go to work in the end of the month, you never see the money? All right. That's a good question here. There's a lady who has asked that question. You never see the money. What do you think? Question is, what do you think? I think the man is hiding, and the man is doing other things that you're not aware of. So maybe you're asking what to do. What to do is to sit down and talk. Just have a genuine talk. You're making this amount of money, but nothing is going on. So what's going on? Just be open. Tell me what you're doing. Some men will be open and tell you, hey, I'm spending this and this and this. Do your homework. You can do your homework by finding out what they're spending their money for. It's not really a must, but if the man is earning a certain amount of money and you see nothing being used with the money, then you have to be concerned, especially if you're making babies together. I mean, surely it's a challenge. Two people, two couples, I strongly believe have to think about it. Unless the man is just being stupid, that the money I'm making is not needed in this family, it's my money, and he's busy supporting other people. That's being irresponsible. So you need to sit and talk with him and find out why. Finally, there's another question here. I got married to a man who was in USA. He paid dowry, but these haven't been easy. I have a daughter with him, but daily our relationship is getting worse. It reached to a point we agreed to end up our marriage and move on, which I accepted, and do co-parenting. Okay. The question is not complete. So this lady says she has divorced the man and they have a daughter, but I don't see the other part of the question. Quickly, let me check if there's any other question that I skipped here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are almost winding up. Thank you for keeping me company. Unique Guma Benjamin, I can believe in you, but that of education is not really, cause we educated ladies nowadays. Guys say, even though you're educated, your work is a household. So I felt so confused, meaning no work anymore. If a man tells you your work is household, say no. You have a right to say no. So long as you have the energy to work and raise money, he shouldn't stop you. If a man tells you to stay at home, then he should foot all the bills without complaining. He should pay for everything as you're ironing, cooking, cleaning for him, and giving him a lot of sex. That's what most Japanese do here. I see them here. Most of them, they are housewives, and they are comfortable to stay at home 24/7, wake up very early in the morning at 4 a.m., cook both breakfast and lunch for the husband, as the husband eats and goes to work a lot. And life goes on. If you want me to stay at home, then pay me to stay at home and continue working. And that is very hard even for the men these days. That's why two people must find ways of earning money so that you don't become so stressed out and tired working alone. Okay. Judy Sakala, I have a burning question, but it seems you did not see it. Benjamin, I'm sitting on aid. I need help in addressing it. It's making me miserable. What is the question, Judy Sakala? Please let me know before I go. And Mina, I personally fail to understand the term love is blind. What might be its meaning? Love is blind. It's blind because we ignore everything that other person is doing and focus on the good side only. And it becomes blind if you ignore the red flags. Yeah? In my YouTube channel, what are the red flags? In fact, I should show you that video today. The red flags in a relationship. When you ignore them, when you have found out that the person is married, the person has a child, the person is hiding so many things, and you continue dating him, then love is blinding you. You are becoming blind. You don't want to see the negative things. Somebody is alcoholic, somebody is a womanizer, but you still want to make the relationship work. Red flags, it's there on my YouTube right now. Let me show you really quickly this. In fact, I will send you the link right now. Love is blind, but marriage is an eye-opener. I will put that in my book too. Love, yes, is blind, but when you sit with somebody and you start spending time together, your eyes will finally begin seeing. So on the comments there with my name, Benjamin, this is the YouTube video about red flags. To answer your question very well. The video is very short. It's just 8 minutes talking about the red flags. You should be very careful as a man or as a woman that you meet, whether it's online or real life situation, what you should be very careful about this person before you say yes and before you commit everything. Let me see here. There are many questions, but I don't know if I can't cope up. If you like this session, please tag your best friend today. Tell him, tell her. Some of them are sleeping, some of them are working, some of them are in the church. Tag him or her and tell him this session could help you open your eyes. Caroline, Caroline Kemunto, utajua kulingana na vitendo vyake. Mpatie wakati, vitendo vyake vitakupatia jibu sahihi. Sarah Nyakangi, what do I do if my ex to move on and leave me? I've already answered this one. Sarah Nyakangi, cut off communication and stop talking with the person and his family and all his friends completely for the rest of your life. You will move on. I tried cutting off communication. He reported you, joke man, and for the sake of the kids we communicate, but after we moved on. Yeah. For those who have children and they are trying to move on with a man, you cut off the communication, open the communication with the children, but don't talk about a possibility of being together. So don't entertain his drama. If a phone call is coming from him, it's about a child, fine and good. It's not about what is affecting him, what is going on in his life. No. Don't entertain such. Be confident and tell him, I don't want to be involved in your drama. Your phone calls and communication should be about your child or your children, and that's all. Many people entertain the other person, the ex, and go back to their drama. If they are telling you, I have issues, I am so stressed these days, I'm lonely, I think I'm going to die. No. Those are manipulative exes who still want you in their life to continue punishing you and make you feel more guilty. The communication should be strictly meeting the child, talk with the child, and that's all. And nothing more. No sex, no nothing, no hopes, no future between me and you. Act like somebody who has already moved on until the person understands that. It has disappeared. Okay, finally, Julie Sakala, sorry about Amule Johnny. What's the question? Sarah Nyakangi, okay. Mr. Benjamin, I was married and we have 2 kids. Then the man started misbehaving and came abroad to settle. My mind with my parents insisting to go back to that man. I'm not ready, and already I have met a man who is ready to take care. So what do I do? Just advise me. Sarah Nyakangi and any other lady in this same situation, you don't go back to a bad person because your parents said. No. Eh? I cannot go back to an abusive ex-wife or ex-girlfriend because my mother has told me. I mean, I will even tell my mother I can't go back. Eh? Can't go back to my ex-wife. That's an abusive person. And be proud. Be proud to say that. Whether the parents are going to curse you, like we normally say that our African parents will curse us. No, they can curse me. But if somebody was misbehaving, by misbehaving, I don't know what you mean, but if it's an abuser, if it's a cheater, no matter how much or how many times your mother and your father will tell you to go back, say no and mean a no is N-O. I will never go back. And if it means them abandoning you, you have saved your life, you have saved your happiness, you have saved so many things other than the things that these parents are human beings. Parents make mistakes. Some of them have failed relationships. They do not have any authority to advise you to stick together if their relationship was full of drama and dilemma. Parents make mistakes, and very big mistakes. Think about it. It's not that just, this is my parent who is saying yes or saying this, so I have to say yes. No, they are human beings. They have done so many bad things to each other, to themselves, in the name of love. So you have to be wise and listen to yourself and walk away from an abuser. Anyway, I wish I could go on, but this has been a good session. Thank you so much for all of you, ladies and gentlemen, for your questions and for your responses. Those of you who have responded, the people who have been asking questions, I want to sincerely thank you too. You, together with me, I hope we have helped somebody who was watching this broadcast today. If you watch for the first time and you liked what you're seeing, I welcome you every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. East African time for every week's question and answer session. I wish you nothing but the best. So if you watch for the first time, do me a favor. Up here on the right corner of your phone in this video, click on it right now. You will see the 3 dots. Scroll down, follow, and like this page. If you are streaming and watching me from my YouTube channel, make sure that you don't forget to subscribe for you to see the next Sunday sessions. If you still also want to see the past Sunday sessions, go quickly to my YouTube channel now, Benjamin Junior Bogonko, and see last week's Sunday question and answer sessions. Until next Sunday, I've been your host, Benjamin Junior Bogonko. I wish you a fantastic week, and may the God that I pray to bless me and my family do the same to you and your family too. Take care and see you soon. Goodbye. Bye-bye.